Hey guys, welcome to a virtual tour of my JVC component system. I'm going to try to go through each item one by one, and we're going to turn the volume down and try not to violate any copyright issues. And as you can see, there's basically 4 components. You've got your receiver, the tuner, the deck, and of course the record player, the turntable, which is a QL-7. So we're going to start with the turntable. And I'll show you the operation, the lift arm. It's a real nice piece. Just real quick, I mean, I got it last year for a very good price from someone that just lived down the street, and it was his dad's system, so basically got it from the original owners. The speakers did not come with it, so those are from a newer JVC system, but they happen to be around and they are JVC, so I thought, why not? Let's just hook them up for now. And of course listening to the Beatles here, and we're gonna check out the
stock up on Claritin for spring, available at Walmart for
tuner. So it works pretty good. I've done some cleaning on it from the exterior as well as the inside. I try to clean it out with the usual electrical cleaner. I'm gonna try to show you guys. Let's start with the receiver. It's got the usual bass and treble. Speakers, currently just have the 2 speakers hooked on system 1. And there's your mode. Of course, you can go stereo, reverse stereo, which some of you, of course, this system is from the late 70s. According to my research, it's from 1978. So it's going to have some stuff on there that you're not going to find on newer stereos, but there's your mono, left and right, filter, high and subsonic, and you can also hook up additional tape recorders to it. The usual switches where you can choose to go between, for example, if you decide to listen to, oops, let's start that, the deck player. I'm going to be honest with you about the deck player. I really don't have any cassette decks, so I had to dig up one that I found laying around here. It's a Julio Iglesias. I know, cassette. So it works okay. I mean, you know, I'm really not going to be using it. And in fact, let me just get back to finishing up on the receiver. It'll just show you everything that's on here. There's your source, 2 auxiliary units, the tuner, and the volume, of course, muting. If you ever feel like knocking off 20 decibels off the volume, not sure what the real purpose of that is. And then you can also switch the cartridge load for the phono input on your turntable. Again, I'm not an expert on turntables, so I'm not 100% sure what that is. But moving along, of course, your balance, left, right. Hopefully it comes across somewhat on this video. Again, once it's done on YouTube, I'm not sure how much of the quality will come across. The cassette player plays okay, not as clear as the tuner or the turntable, but for what it is, it's okay. It's your bass and treble, so we're back to that. So now let's go ahead and so there's the tuner. And again, it's in great condition. I don't really have a real antenna hooked up to it. This is my antenna here. So homemade is an understatement. And of course, there's your muting, high blend, mono. You can switch over to AM.
To that option.
absolutely. Here's the deal right now with that longevity risk that you brought up. We just really don't know how.
Just give you an example of some of the radio stations here in Las Vegas. There's 98.5 KLUC. I mean, considering that there's no antenna, it comes in pretty clear. I think the tuner is in excellent shape. I really haven't noticed any problems. There's your signal. The lights work. I mean, there's lights right there where the tuner needle goes, so I'm not sure if there's supposed to be any more lights. But actually looks pretty good at night, so I'm very happy with the condition. I did not have to replace any light bulbs. And then as far as the deck player, let's get back to that. Switch it back to Julio Iglesias here for a minute. And usual rewind, fast forward, stop. So it works pretty good. I mean, all the functions work really. I can't complain. I've tried recording as well, and it does work. I've got it hooked up. I'll try to go to the back here at the end. So there you're looking at the front switches. Again, EQ, calibration. Again, I'm not an expert on cassette decks, but it gives you an idea. Model number KD95. By the way, the tuner is a JTV71. And the receiver, of course, is a JAS71. And let's go back to the turntable, which is my favorite piece, QL-7. And basically that's really all I wanted to get, but it was a package deal, and I just couldn't say no. So we'll switch back to that for just a second. Lower that. Speed choices, 45 and 33, of course, on and off button. These are interesting, actually. You just kind of put your finger over it, and well, the Beatles sound okay even at 45. Back to the proper speed, and it's in good condition, minimal wear and tear. Everything works great. I did replace the cartridge. The original cartridge needs some work, but it is a $250 cartridge, so at this point I'll have to address that later. But I found this one here with everything on it, cartridge, stylus. I think it was like 20 bucks on eBay, so very happy with that for now. And again, we don't want any copyright infringements, so yep, can't listen to Beatles on YouTube anymore, so we're just gonna switch it off. So that's pretty much it, and I'll see if I got a second here to show you guys the back of the system. Let's go ahead and just touch stop and turn it off. And in fact, we're gonna just put it back on tuner, turn that off. And I'm just gonna show you guys real quick the back of the system. And my Saturday Night Fever album. And hopefully you'll be able to see it somewhat here. I know it's kind of hard to see with the lighting the way it is. It's quite a mess, but basically, just to give you guys an idea what the back looks like. So that was it. That was the tour of my JVC component style system. Hope you enjoyed it, and feel free to comment with any questions. Thanks, guys.